Hey there, it's Deebo here, talking about Fab Max. This is my contribution to the collaboration from TrickyLUG and TrickyBricks. We uh, we actually got into a first runner-up to Best in Show for this collaboration. So if you can find the other builds online, check them out. TrickyLUG, TrickyBricks, um, and that was BrickCon in Seattle. Oh, it was good times. Good times. It was like my first LEGO convention. Although virtual, afterwards I still felt exhausted, like I had been to walking around a con. Because I have been to comic conventions before. But you can see under here the basis for this vehicle was the Junior's chassis, and I call that the Appetite for Destruction is my pet name for it. Speaking of pet names, Fuzzy Warbles is the pilot here of the Blue Bayou. This was the first Fab Max vehicle I had really started putting together when things started coming together on, idea-wise, and uh, working with the color palette, uh, keeping the additions limited to gray, dark gray, black, and metallic colors. More of a silver palette. Tried to stay away from gold on the Fab stuff. Got the chassis there with the toes, parts at the front and the back. Had to make some minor adjustments to get things to work just right there. But I think that's what made me just keep building onto this thing, is just to try and cover those up. This is K Saw Saw, piloted by Haas. Pepper is on weaponitions. Yeah, weapons, ammunition. And really, it's just like those boomsticks that they use. But then Curiosa is hanging off the side there, the raccoon. She is all set to do repairs on the Blue Bayou when they, get spotted by a Chima sentry and get chased down. So yeah, K Saw Saw. It's a pun on K Saw Saw. It's two sawfish. There is a ballast brick, a red one, at the center in the back, just past that rear axle to make sure it's always tipping backwards like it's popping a wheelie. And there is a flame missing from the center jet. That's just actually sitting off to the side. Here you can see the first two shots that I took of these. And then I just kind of went further, just trying to conceptualize what was going on, just trying to feel the layout of what my little bit of a story would be, because I just kind of wanted to get it in one shot. Um, the shell sign on the Fabuland bush is, I still have that. But that tree build over to the left there didn't make it to the final thing. See, this is what I first went with, and then I wasn't satisfied with this once I'd gotten it built. So I actually went through and I tweaked a couple things. As you can see, I did this was with the original gray tires on Blue Bayou, and the Chima. There's the final version here. Just going through there quick. Things got tweaked, and I think for the better. New background there, something more substantial. And then, yeah, so just breaking it down here, and you can see how I got the shark to hold that. There's a clip plate with a grill attached to it, and I just kind of slid that back in the mouth, and it held it there firmly. There's the ballast brick I was talking about earlier. Blue Bayou, yeah, you can see all this stuff was just kind of to extend over the hooks at the end of the frame there. So the Chima vehicle, Appetite for Destruction, is the one I'm going to keep it because it's just awesome. Once I had the teeth on the front, that was sweet. And I was just frustrated that I couldn't get like a feather wing thing happening earlier. And then, I don't know, I had these flags and then just something just hit me. So yeah, I really love that final version. So yeah, check out TrickyBricks, TrickyLUG, Fab Max. Good times.